leading off today, Ross Higgins, the Senior Director of Campus Life, and Lish Vasquez, the Senior Director of Dining Services. I mentioned to you, Ross, that I like Lish more than I like you?
Yeah, everybody does. I'm quite used to it. It's okay. I know my role. I know my role.
She's just got more and better food for us.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Now, you've got a lot happening, as always, and we're going to get it all covered in the context of this program here today. But you had a great event recently called the Murder Mystery, a Roaring '20s Red Velvet Rendezvous tongue twister.
Yes.
But tell me about that. It sounds like it was great fun.
Oh, it was. It was absolutely great fun. The setting was a New York speakeasy in the 1920s. We have a famous flapper girl named Ruby who was murdered, and the residents had to figure out who done it, basically. And it was cool because we had little packets. We have clue books that they actually had to solve puzzles in order to get those clues that would help them all solve the puzzle at the end. We had suspects lists. We had a great 4-course themed menu that was red themed with the red velvet rendezvous thing. So we had vermilion passion salad. We had a velvet flame scallops. We had ruby rapture salmon and scarlet seduction cheesecake. So it was great. It was great. And the testimonies from the suspects were all in costume. And if you're paying attention to the testimonies, that helped you win a truth in order to help with the conclusion of finding out who did it.
Now, I do have to say this. When you invite me back for this next year, I just want to remind you, Lish, that lobsters are red.
Yes, I know. And the price is red, too.
Yeah.
So this sounds like fun. That it's part of what makes Glencroft in the sense that not only do you have the great food, but it's a great opportunity for people because this is a big place. If you're on the front perimeter and you go all the way to the back perimeter, those are people living in entirely different places, and they may or may not know each other or have a lot of reason to interact. But this is a campus-wide thing that brings people together.
And it's very true. The groups change every time. The sign-ups happen. We give them a week notice. And when they sign up, they don't know who or what group they're going to end up with. So it does make it very interesting and a time for socialization and interaction. So it's great, and it makes more for the experience.
Now, I saw something on the news in the last week. Fox News was talking about how there are some school districts that have banned mobile phones. And that the kids, once the ban took effect, it took them a little while, but they started talking to each other. They started hanging out as opposed to just looking at the phone. Does this provide an opportunity for your residents to interact, get to know each other, and further relationships?
Absolutely, and with the staff as well, because this puts us out of our element, which they normally see us as a server or a cook or anything like that, because my staff is what provides we're the ones that provide the characters. So they get to kind of see us out of our element, which is exciting for them as well. So I actually pulled a couple servers, one from Henry's, one from Towers, that get to participate in this, and it's exciting for them too. So it's all around, like I said, it's one unique experience that you shouldn't have missed.
Put it on my conduct card. I'll have another red mark.
A red mark for
on
you.
My conduct card.
If there's lobster, he'll show.
I had lobster earlier.
If there's lobster, he'll show.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sorry. Lish Vasquez, Senior Director of Dining Services, and Ross Higgins, Senior Director of Campus Life, are with us today for our Modern Aging program, produced in association with Glencroft Center for Modern Aging. Now, we have coming up in March the Gold Rush Days, which will be March 23rd to 27th.
Yes, it is. It's our 12th annual Gold Rush Days. We have been doing this for quite a while. My first year was here 2014, and I think that was the very beginnings, and it has grown and grown and grown. Of course, as you just said, it's a 5-day event. Similar to elements you might find like in North Georgia, they have Dahlonega and they have their annual Gold Rush Days. And many cities that have had historic gold rushes, we bring some of those elements into play here. There is gold all over our campus that week, which the residents are looking for and mining and collecting for their appropriate teams, north versus south. We have great dining venues. We have some outdoor events. We have a two-night Blazing Pete's dinner show event,
Yes.
And the food literally comes out on fire.
Yes,
it is lit on fire.
We do.
Flambe, they called it, right?
Yes.
It's a big week, and it really is one of the, I would say that there's we do about 4 to 5 of these theme weeks a year, and there's 2 of them that would be fan favorites. Gold Rush Days is one, and probably Game Show Week is the other one. But Gold Rush Days, I'd say it's probably my favorite just because it's the oldest. 12 years of it. I'd like to say that we know what we're doing by now after 11 in our pocket. So it's a good one. It really, really is. A lot of excitement, and it's good to see the residents get excited for it. And also, even better is when their family shows up to participate,
Well, it's got to be very important to them because it's a little excitement in the middle of the week. It's something that is participatory, and they meet other residents and
absolutely
get into it.
Absolutely.
Now, we also have coming up some other events that are coming up. The Henry's Live event, which will be 4 times a year. Henry's is a restaurant here.
Yes.
At Glencroft. It's not just a cafeteria. It's a real big-time restaurant. I've had lunch there. But tell me about Henry's Live and all that will be happening in regard to that.
You want me to go first?
Well, it's definitely a collaboration with activities and dining where just kind of visualize improv theater, but let's add food to it. Because we will have a stage in there, and we have 4 different acts that will happen in the 4 different times of the year. I think there is a magician.
Yes.
I think there's a comedian.
Yes.
There is a sock hop. Is that Comeback Buddy is the band?
Yes.
Yes. And so that's a very 50s thing. And then also, what is the 4th one?
Holiday pajama party.
Holiday, bring on Winterfest, holiday pajama party. So it's just when we do the larger kind of auditorium events, that's like 140 people in a large area. Henry's, this will be more of the 50 nature.
This will be more the 50.
More intimate, and be able to hang out with staff and residents a whole lot easier. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, it'll be 50s in more ways than one because it's a 50s sock hop.
Yes. So we'll have the themed meal as well. So we'll do the
Yeah.
diner whole thing.
Well, and it's cool. And the funny thing is there are people who, if we waded into some shopping center around here and said, you know what a sock hop is? And if we hit younger people, they'd be, no. But your residents will very well know and probably have been to sock hops.
Yeah. Well, that's what we try to do is, we try to build a bridge to find those little sweet spots, in their day and time, and then try to recreate a version of that, here. And things that because like, for example, Gold Rush Days, there's several other things that we could do that would be, in a sense, more current with the times, but it won't be reflective of their prime time of their youth, and so we try to keep those things precious and then bring those to the forefront when we do these events, build the proper bridge to the proper place.
Do you get feedback from them? Because I got to think that there are other senior living centers out there where none of this happens. But here, this happens all the time in regard to Glencroft and modern living, that there's always something to look forward to.
It's, I think for she and I, is most definitely a compliment. There's no way it's not, and though we really do appreciate that, it's good words. It's also sad because your words are spot on, that it really hurts my heart to think, wow, there's a lot of places that it is, when it comes to activities and the quality and the variety of food, it's bare minimum, and I guess for this season of life here, it's not that way. We have two very creative people that it just doesn't stop. We don't sleep well at night.
No,
you know,
we
the
don't.
brain doesn't stop. You know, I wake up at 3 a.m. with a great idea for Gold Rush days and write it down, go get something to drink, and try to go back to bed. You know, and it just rolls. So, it is good. It really, really is. And you know, people, there's a bunch that move here because of that. You know, that you can interview them and be like, oh, I went to several facilities and I chose Glencroft because of all the things we get to do. You know, and so it is a big deal. One thing, so I am basically 56 years old now, so I got here in my...
You're a kid.
I know, but my 40s, and I've learned by watching this crowd, you better never slow down. Because the day you truly retire,
Yeah.
it's not a great story. And those that move in here and they stay engaged, they stay social, they're involved with the activities, and they're also volunteering in several spots on campus, and they live good lives. They live happy lives. They really do. You know, they're excited about the life they get to live here.
Thriving.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah. And let me say this for people who are hearing this, if hearing this inspires you and intrigues you, make a call to the Glencroft Center for Modern Aging. Come over here for a tour, hang out.
Have lunch.
Have lunch, attend an event, and it will be probably the thing that sells you. Lish Vasquez, Senior Director of Dining Services, Ross Higgins, Senior Director of Campus Life, a great team in and of themselves. Thank you for your time this morning.